Hello everyone, welcome back to Mega Man Mantis Style. I'm Ultima Mantoid. I've been working on Woodman and I think... Heatman? What are you doing there? How did you get back on my list? Where's your difficulty rating? Why are you not dead? Let's settle this once and for all, you stupid fucking Zippo. Let's do it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to just kill you. I'm going to attempt to embarrass you. Fuck off. So, with adding in the marathon rule, we get Buster only, no damage, no miss. And the marathon rule states that this will occur until I break one of these rules on the same stage. So prepare yourselves and strap yourselves in, because this might take a while. Why am I doing it? The truth is, I wanted to reevaluate Heatman's difficulty rating that I gave him. And I thought, why not? Let's make this an interesting ordeal for the subscribers to watch. So I decided I would do it marathon style. Because apparently the sound of my voice never gets old to some people. But I have to be very specific on how I word marathon, because some people will find loopholes in anything. No matter how ironclad and, sealed and what else you want to call it. Because, there are people that can find loopholes in anything. They're called lawyers. I wanted to be one at one point in life. But I decided, in the long run, it wasn't what I wanted to do. Although it does still have a huge fascination towards me, like law and stuff. But that's enough of that. I should probably start watching Suits. I do wish I was older, where I could have appreciated Matlock more. And, things like Law and Order kind of entice me. And I realize that that's not how real-world law works, like, not in TV. I do realize that, because I have stepped into a courtroom, a couple of times in my life. Not all for good reason. Whoa! Well, that's one way to wake me up. Ha ha! That's the first time that's ever happened. Alright, so let's go after Heatman. Attempt number 1. This is really not a hard battle. It's all reactionary. How fast are your reflexes? Because he's got that short burst, and the timing of when he actually enters that flaming Psycho Crasher mode, it changes. He's got, I think it's 3 or 4 different time frames that he can use. The quickest one is the one that usually messes people up. So you have to, make sure that you're doing everything right. So, but let's give him another attempt. In other news, Nico and Shigeroxen both got Dustman down on the same day. Like, not at the same time, but it was really close. Nico did it first. Shigeroxen uploaded the video first. I think by 40 minutes. But I believe the story to that is that Shigeroxen was talking, and he messaged Nico, and he said something about, working on Dustman. And Nico was like, that's a great idea. So Dustman, being Nico's favorite robot master, decided that he wanted to get it first. Well, Nico succeeded. In 40 minutes, Nico had successfully downed Dustman. I think it was something like 30-ish attempts, is what he said. And what else? Anyways, it took Shigeroxen like 7 hours. That was divided between 2 days. So. Oh boy. Ha! I can fight my way out of a paper bag made of columns filled with tellies. And here is the disappearing, reappearing block pattern from hell. This is a very big benefactor in the difficulty of this stage. Because I felt like if you don't have this memorized, don't even try this stage. You have to know this by heart. And even knowing it by heart, there is still that tiny, like, not even 1% chance that you can mess this up. It doesn't happen to me. Except on that, you know, less than 1% chance. But it does. It happens to the best of us. It happens to Chico Roxon during the race. I know, I've watched that thing like 7 times. Well, partially because I just put it on as background noise. While I did, you know, other things. Let's see what happens with Heat Man! Throw fireballs at me. This is a completely reactionary battle, as I said. And I don't remember if I mentioned this. I feel like this is deja vu for some reason. But yeah, I have a Facebook page, go like it. Yay. And we'll go again. What else can I talk about? Oh, I started Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil, BFG Edition. That'll be fun. Suddenly I am out of commentary. That thing, like, just threw me for a loop. That energy, I was all like, what the fuck is that? And I, like, made a nervous movement forward. And I probably could have missed that jump. I don't know why. Will you go already? The tellies are all over the place. I am gonna kill Heat Man. That's the only telly in this stage that really gives me any sort of worry. Because he's there in your face. Why not just walk off? I'm getting into like this like comfort zone. And I'm going to make a mistake because I'm in this comfort zone. And we're through that. That is the hardest part of the stage. It really is. I wonder how long this is going to go for. Because I have to do this until I make a mistake. That's part of the rules. So if it takes me like 6 hours, then I have to move him to a 1. Because there's no other way. Unless it's just me being this good at Heat Man's level. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, look, there are fireballs everywhere. He varied shit up. I'm going to change shit up, too. Oh, look at that. You fucking fail, Heatman. And more pippies. This is going to get interesting. Like I said, I'm eventually going to reach this state of a comfort zone of doing this over and over and over again. I call it the... There it is! I was wondering where it was going to be. Right, well, that wraps it up. That's Marathon. And Heatman, I lost count of how many times I fought him, actually. And I'm going to fight him a couple more off-camera just to make sure I'm doing this right. Because I thought I'd actually keep going with this, but... Oh well. Them's the breaks. Let's see what I can figure out. I have to thank Shigaroxen for helping me figure out exactly what was a fair rating to give Heatman once and for all. He actually went and did a Metal Man marathon, which you should check out, and he actually succeeded on getting through Metal Man stage more times than I succeeded in getting through Heatman stage, which does tend to lead me to believe that Heatman is a little bit more difficult than Metal Man in stage, and thus does deserve getting a 2. Also, there is a lot more going on in Heatman's level than in Metal Man's. There are a couple periods in his where there's just not much going on. And there's usually something constantly going on in Heatman's. You've got the tellies at the beginning that can be problematic. As you saw, I collided face first with one. And then as you get through the level, you get more tellies. And there's one in particular that can cause you to mess up. I didn't on it in this video, but then there's the disappearing, reappearing block pattern, which does require some memorization. It is possible to mess up on it. No matter how much memorization you get on it, you can always just have a slip of the brain and do something stupid right then and there. Not to mention, Heatman can, potentially mess things up as well. He can do a short stop, and you may or may not be ready for it, even though you think you're ready for it. I mean, it can happen. He's not the easiest one out there, but he's definitely one you can start with and reliably get him down. So I guess after all, I will be leaving him at a difficulty of 2. So you can thank your lucky stars, Heatman, you are not getting demoted. So having completed this total 5 times now perfectly on screen, I think I'm quite done with this stage. It's kind of like doing Bubble Man over and over, except this is a lot easier and less rewarding to do so. But I will probably return to working on Woodman again, since my options are running down for Mega Man 2. I'm Ultimate Mantoid, and take care, have fun, and I will be back with more Mantis Style, and hopefully Woodman will be down this time.